Hi, I'm Ian Morrell. I'm the town clerk in Nailsea, and I'm one of the people who's most responsible for driving the number 65 project forward. Well, Nailsea Place was an idea which has emerged over a number of years, and partly to do with the town council thinking about its own role in health and well-being. And we realised that we had a role to play in facilitating what other people do, and to help them without interfering, help them do what they do best. So Nailsea Place isn't about a single premises, it's not a one-stop shop, it's about all of those aspects relating to health and well-being that go on across our entire community. We acquired the Tithe Barn and restored it within the last 10 years, and we realised that rather than just having a building which we hired out to art groups and yoga groups, all of which is important, but we realised there was much more we could do. And in collaboration with the Tithe Barn Trust, we developed ideas around reducing social isolation, and one of the trustees has got a particular interest and expertise around dementia care. And so a number of ideas developed, and there was one day when the local practice manager came and spoke to me about the idea of a leg club, which she'd seen and was very impressed by, but they needed a venue, and one thing led to another, and we've created this nurse-led NHS type service, but in a restored medieval barn in a non-clinical setting, which just creates a very different approach to treating people. It's much more about this holistic approach about individuals, but also about their families and helping people get out of their own homes. So there's an issue around helping people with leg care, but there's also reducing social isolation, developing friendships, and seeing the bigger picture in terms of health and well-being. And it's a model which really could be adapted in so many other areas of healthcare, but it's a bit unfamiliar to statutory bodies, and I'm not sure they're entirely clear what they can do with it. So we're really trying to encourage people to come and look at things like the Leg Club and the Memory Cafe to see how there can be different models of providing health and well-being, which are actually facilitated by community organisations rather than statutory bodies.
Can you all look happy? Yeah. Right, I'm doing it. Joy, smile at me.
Smile! Cheese!
That's easy.
So what is your vision for the future for 65?
Well, in a way, it probably is more about vision than about the more day-to-day things, because what we've found by having the building here is that the people who use it, in a way, determine which direction it will go in. So the vision really is for number 65 to continue to grow organically, for us to completely avoid having any kind of bureaucracy around it, and not to worry about whether we're doing the right or the wrong things in a way. And we certainly don't need to seek permission from other organisations to get on and try things. So learn from things that work well, and repeat those. Where things haven't quite worked out, then we'll adjust them. But we've found that by allowing people just to be in a place where they feel it's their place, and it isn't a building that they come into because it's owned by the council or it's owned by the NHS or whatever, that it's a place where anybody in the community is welcome to come in and do and say, if they've got initiatives, then they can hopefully fulfil those with us providing some assistance. So we want to do more of that, because what we're seeing is that it does become a place of friendship, and things will escalate from very small beginnings, and networks of relationships develop, and we're just here actually to facilitate that. So in that respect, do more of the same, and the future will take care of itself, because we trust very much in the sort of intelligence and goodwill and good faith of people to make the best use of the facility. It's owned by the Town Council, but we see ourselves very much as the custodians of this building on behalf of the residents. So the youth club is paid for by the Town Council, but very much hands off and letting those people do what they do best, and they're very, very good at it. And that's become a magnet for other things related to young people here, to do with counselling services, young carers facilities, autistic spectrum disorder group are here. So it's all part of having a place where people feel they've got a reason to be regularly coming back here, whatever they might happen to be doing. You know, they might be coming talking to Citizens Advice, they might be popping in because they know their friend is here, they might want to look at some pictures. Doesn't matter, as long as they feel it's been a useful thing in their day to be in the building, then that's good as far as we're concerned. Given its location on the High Street, given its heritage as a long established building here and the history of it, Town Council felt it was very important to have control over its future. So we'd also been having these ideas about Nailsea Place, and we'd got things going on at the Tithe Barn, but there are lots of things which go on at the barn which are very valuable, but equally we knew there were lots of things we couldn't do because it's about a mile away from the centre of the town. So we knew that having a high street location would give us the opportunity to do lots more things, which we're able to fulfil now, because apart from anything else we get that footfall of people coming into the high street for other things, and we can be part of what they do in our high street on a day-to-day basis.
I support Nailsea by being part of the community, and I'm very interested in this project. I come and volunteer here on a Monday, doing the coffee machine, taking out leaflets, helping people that come in.
Boy, boy.